Okay, today I'm going to do some coasters, and I ran out of my pouring medium for this Shelee technique. I was using the Behr Deep Base High Gloss Enamel 8300, but they quit making it. As far as I know, they quit making it. I couldn't find it. So someone suggested that I get the Semi-Gloss Glidden Premium Interior Paint and Primer Base 3, and that's a semi-gloss. So this will be the first time I'm trying this, and I'm praying it works. I didn't want to go all the way down to Lowe's and get the, what is it, the HGTV. I hear that works really well. So let's give it a shot. It'll be my, so I'm going to do some tiles. I might mix it up a little. I might do some blooms. I might do some swipes. I'm trying to get rid of these pigments I've had mixed up for quite a while. Well, most of them are pigments. So let's get started. Okay, I gotta get my stick out because I know I'm going to need it. All right, so I'm going to do it in the order I have them here. This is a Color Cottage Pink Geranium pigment. This is Martha Stewart. No, I'm sorry. This is the Chromacryl Xandu Gold. Chroma Xandu Gold. This is the Martha Stewart Glass Paint in Garnet. It sparkles. I don't know if you've ever tried glass paint, but I might think about getting some more of that. This is Primary Elements Kiwi. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm trying to hurry because I don't want that going over the side. This is PBO. Iridescent blue-green, which I love. This is Folk Art Color Shift Purple and Folk Art Amethyst. Got some peacock colors going on. And this is Folk Art Color Shift Green Flash with the Art Minds Candy Apple, which I heard they stopped making this. Too bad. All right, let's get going and see if there's any bubbles. I know that's a lot of paint, but it's better to have too much. Okay. Excuse me. I'm going to be using the cell activator. Excuse me. I'm going to be using the cell activator that's Black Oxide Amsterdam with Australian Floetrol. So this first one I'm just going to blow. So, oh, what I did while I'm waiting for that is I taped sticks. This is just tape that, shipping tape, a bigger stick. You can get these at Home Depot, like 99 cents for a dozen. So I taped it on the back. Make sure you do it evenly. That way, I mean, gloves are in short supply. So that way I could use the gloves a lot more than if I were to just hold the tile. So it just gives you something to hold on to, gives you something to tilt. And then at the end, you can hold the edges and just rip the stick off, which I'll show you how I do that. That's pretty. Celled up nicely. Okay, so I'm going to just tilt it. We'll see how.
Come on now, come on, won't you come with me?
All right, I think I'm going to lay them down in a different order this time. I think there's a little too much green going on. So I might just put it down in opposite and see if, put it down opposite and see if there's any difference. I think there's too much green on this one. But let's, oh, okay. So I don't just leave it on the stick because I don't want it to dry right here. So what I would do is just grab it and then just tear the stick off. You have to sort of do it carefully. I use a different kind of tape this time. It would probably come off easier if you use the regular painter's tape. Now the problem could be that when you touch it like that, the sides get a little messed up. So you can just fix those without a problem and put it back down to dry. And there you go. You can reuse the sticks a bunch of times. Not the tape. So just wipe the sticks off and they'll dry. And then you can just reuse them. And that's a little tip. I still get my gloves messed up because I have to hold them, but these aren't bad at all compared to what how bad I would get them if I didn't use the sticks. Okay, I'm going to wipe this down just a little bit, move it out of the way. I also reuse these so it doesn't get clumped on their back. I use these. They're paper cups. They fit the tiles nicely to get them up off the board here. Back. So I can reuse these too. I use these to resin the coasters also. So I didn't want a bunch of paint to stick. It'll still stick a little bit, but it won't cause it to be uneven. Okay, let's go with the next one. So when you're blowing this, what I learned works better is if instead of puckering your lips, you know, and blowing that way, keep your mouth open. Not all the way, but like halfway open and blow. It like disperses the air more evenly and it doesn't dig in so deep, if that makes sense. I don't know. Because some people are using, you know, the same recipe and they're not getting this look. Of course, Australian Floetrol for $29 shipped from eBay. You only get a little bit of it, but a little bit lasts forever since you don't use a whole bunch. I go one end and then I do the opposite. The trick is not to have to go back to a corner. Get the corner the first time. It just seems to work better. Like if you're going to go to this corner, go until, I mean, sometimes you have to go back, but if you have enough paint, but go until you're satisfied with that corner. Because if you have to go back, it could mess up everything.
Come on now, come on, won't you come with me? Time to let it go and be free. Won't you come and breathe the open skies? Come now, come listen to the melody. Slow.
To fix the sides, what I just did, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I pick up, I look at the color that's messed up, and I try to find that on here, on the drips. And then I pour it on the side. I don't go on the top, I pour it on the side. And I poured quite a bit of it. The reason is, I'm going to let that drip. And as that drips off, it's going to pull that top paint over. It's going to pull it around. So I'm hoping that'll just get covered, but sometimes it doesn't go all the way. Weird color. That makes sense? So if you don't want it to move, if you don't have any areas to fix, then it's best just to take your palette knife or whatever you're using and just go around that bottom edge. I'm not going to do this edge because I want it to pool. I'm going to go ahead and do this edge. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the same that I did on the last tile. I don't know how many times I was trying to hold the tile and it just slipped out of my hands. I think everybody that's done coasters, that's happened to. So these sticks just make it easier to hang on to also. No measles. I do like that pouring, that pillow. No measles on that. And I love how the blue came out on this one. So it's just amazing. You use the same colors and they all turn out so different. But I'm going to make a couple more so I can at least have a set. So I'm going to tilt it off a little more on these two corners, but it's still pretty. Now with this glass paint I'm using, you can't see it, but the white that you see has this really pretty, really faint, it's not a faint sparkle, you could see it, but the color is barely there, like the pink that it is. So you're not going to be able to see it. Take my word. It's pretty. Okay, I'm going to do a couple more. I'll probably put it on another video. I'm going to try the pseudo technique with tiles. If you like this video, please subscribe. Push that like button. Push the notification bell. I'll have my recipe for the cell activator and everything that I've mixed together with these colors down below. So please like and subscribe and have a great day. Keep on pouring. Bye.